Hello, friends, and welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me today. This is our Sampler Sunday. And yes, we are back on our pumpkin sitting. And before I even get started, I'm going to tell you guys, please bear with me today. It is after 9 p.m. Saturday night, and I'm just now getting this recorded, and I'm feeling like I need to cut my fan up higher because I'm burning up. I'm hot, and my AC went out today. And we've been upper 70s, almost to the 80s today. My house got 80 degrees in it. And I did not realize it until already late in the afternoon. And on a Saturday, you can't get anybody to come in here to work on a unit. So please bear with me. If I get red-faced, I'm getting a little warm in here. If that happens, I'll have to open my door, maybe open a window up, cut my fan up higher. So friends, thank you for joining me though today. Enough about the disasters that have happened today. Because if it could happen, it's going to happen today. I was really hoping to be able to go to the circus with my grandbaby, and that did not happen. I'm laying my pieces on my tray in the order that I need them to be in so I can sew them together. Because I'm just going to get to sewing on these, because this will be the last. I'm hoping this is the last video. I would like to do another one, maybe just go all the way through November, but we need to be getting this one done. I don't know, maybe I should hold on and do, until I get it done. We'll see. We will see. I don't even know. Now, I know the last Sunday of the month is going to be, how many of these am I doing? 7. I'm making 7. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I've got my 7 here. And as long as I have my 7 here, I'll be okay with the rest. I wanted to go to the circus with my grandbaby, and that's when I realized my AC was out. I'm having swelling in my leg again. So, and going to the circus, it's at a new venue, so I didn't really know what the seating would be like, if I would have to be climbing up the seats. So I just told my daughter I wasn't going to go. She's been sending me pictures. She's been FaceTiming me. It looks like my little grandson is having him a ball. Bumblebee was there, and he's all about big trucks. So, and Bumblebee is a Megatron or whatever it's called. I don't know what them things are called no more. I can't even. It's like a transformer. And, but he's just having him a good old time. But I really wanted to go today. But I decided, with the things that I had going on here at my house, that maybe I should just stay at home. Wait, am I doing these the right direction? Oh my Lord, what did I do wrong? I sewed all of these wrong. The whites were supposed to be instead of the blacks. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's been a rough 2 days with my sewing. I have messed up, I think, everything I have touched in the past 2 days. Everything. So now I have to take these apart, and my black and white ones, my white should not be the V. My white should be these pieces here. My goodness. But I can't put it down and not do it because you guys won't have a single thing in the world to look at tomorrow from me. And right now it is my goal to continue to do a video every day, especially now that I have an AC unit that I need to replace. My husband thinks it's a capacitor that's gone out, but he is gone until after Thanksgiving. So, with him being gone until after Thanksgiving, everything that happens here is kind of on my shoulders to take care of it and get it done. And I know I'm doing this slow, and we will just have another sewing session of this. I thought I was going to, this was going to be the last one, but it's not. Not now that I have to do this. So what we're going to do tonight is fix an issue. And which means I'm going to have to press all of these back flat. And when I do that, I'll just stitch the other side and then come in and unstitch them. I won't even take them apart. The ones that are done, and what we'll do is just stitch the other side and then undo, you know, seam rip the other side. So what I'm going to do now, since I have all of these done wrong, I'm going to fold them back in half and press them and then sew this side, which, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on and press them. And I don't know why I did not notice that when I was pressing them. Probably because I wasn't looking at my pattern and was not realizing the white. And this is how many I have of these. You have 4 per square, so I've got 28 of these. I'll be right back, guys. And guys, these are what took the longest to sew. I think that's why this is so frustrating, is because this is the one piece that took me forever, because you have to match up the seams to make sure that it comes to a point. I'm trusting that I got them straight when I sewed on the other side. And I am just going to sew on this opposite side. And like I said, I'm just trusting that it's right, because I don't have time to mess with this. And I know I'm probably sounding frustrated and down, and I really am. I really am, because I was hoping I would have this done to put in my D-stash. And if I can't even get the pumpkins done, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get this in my D-stash. But I'm already getting warm in here. But now we're trying to get 28 of these done, so I can then seam rip them, the other side of them. And then I have to press again, because in order for me, and I know the seam is flipping back on these, and I'm not worrying about it. The seam flips back, it just flips back, and it is what it is. But we will see how far we can get in an hour tonight. Because like I said, it was actually 9:15 when I started this. And we've been at it for 15 minutes. So it is now 9:30. And when my timer hits an hour, that's when I have to stop or start closing out. I may have to do a 2-part video here, but I'm going to try to get as much as I can on this done tonight. That one I know is not matching up, so I'm going to have to hold that one together. We are going to hope that I get as much done as I had hoped, which I'm not going to get as much done. I was hoping to get all of the pumpkins assembled tonight. So, guys, this is what it looks like in a craft, for a crafter. I don't sugarcoat it. I mean, we have days that nothing goes right. My sewing has been going wrong for a couple days now, and it's definitely not going well today. And, things happen. The air conditioner goes out. I didn't get to record half of the stuff I wanted to today. Actually, this is the first video I have sat down to today. I wanted to record this and my updates today, and I have some meal preps that I was going to record for y'all, but it just didn't happen. It did not happen. Life happened today, and I listened to my body and took a nap about midday today, and because if any of y'all were on William and Jess's live, I poked my head in there last night to say hello to everybody. It was after midnight. I had just finished recording the video you saw, well, Saturday. The machine embroidery video, which, if you notice that one, I started that one off with the wrong thread. And then if you had seen the live with Tammy and Alicia, my goodness, I was having to seam rip everything. And it looks like I'm having to do it again today. Now, the live will be there will be a replay of the live on my channel. I haven't received the notification from Tammy yet that it is ready. Normally, I do have that live come out Sunday evening at 5 p.m. If she has it ready, that's when I will have it released on my channel. Alicia will also have it on her channel whenever it is available. I know a lot of people don't watch the replays, and that's okay, but it's there if you want to see it. We are working on the Yuletide Sampler 2. We are on month 3. And if you're watching that, you'll notice that right there at the very end, I had realized I had to seam rip some stuff because I was doing it the wrong direction. But I did get that all done. I've got all of those done up to where we were up to step 4. I have it all done, all pressed, ready to go. So now what I'm going to do is flip these. So I know to take them out of I know to seam rip the white side here, because the white is going to be our star points, and the black is going to be the flying geese on the inside. This may be all that we get done tonight, is seam ripping. Maybe all we get done. Yeah, I was not worried about the points. So, on the black points, they may, where it V's down, it may not be good. And at this point, just as long as I get it sewed, that's all that matters to me. Okay, friends, I have all of that done, so I'm hoping this is it. I'm hoping this is the only oops I had. So we are doing 7 of these. Let me make sure I only have 7. So let's try this again. I know I look like I'm at an angle here. It's just how I have you guys turned. So these have to go like this. They have to go with the white parts on the downside. So that means I'm going to flip it over and sew it from the back side. Let's see what we can get done now tonight. Trying to be a little optimistic here with the kind of day I'm having. I probably shouldn't have even walked in my sewing room, but I really wanted, when you're having a bad day, normally sewing is what takes me out of my funk, except for when sewing is what's making me go a little crazy. But I think we're going to get it done, and I think it's going to be okay. And surprisingly enough, when I started opening up these and pressing the flying geese with the black on the point, more of them than not actually came to a point. So I'm very pleased with that. I have to look at the good. I have to ignore the bad and look at the good. There's always good in something. There's good in everything, but you just have to find it. Some days it's harder to find than others. Today is one of those hard days. But we're okay with what's going on. I need to be thankful. I need to be thankful. I have the ability to walk. I have the ability to see somewhat. I have the ability to sew. And I have the ability to purchase the fabric. So I'm very blessed in that sense. So now, I'm hoping I'm blessed in the sense of being able to get this air unit probably replaced. Because let's face it, it is 20 years old. I would like to get some mini splits so we can control the thermostat, the temperature in each room. Because I have 2 rooms. One of the rooms is my husband's man cave. And he's not going to be here until after Thanksgiving, but it has our router in it and everything, and it gets pretty hot in there. So I would like to be able to set that room, at like 70 degrees. So it doesn't get real hot in there, and the air will kick on when it does get hot. So that's the first 7. Now let's see the next set. We do 2 of these, so we're going to do 14. I'm pretty certain I have 14. And I'm going to go ahead and do these because what's going to happen is in the middle of these is going to be just a solid square. So this is the second row of the pumpkin block. So what I have to do is check to see if I can nest my flying geese here. And of course, I always pin, guys. I always pin. So we're putting our 2-piece along with our flying geese, and we're doing 14 of those because we have one on each side of the solid square. And guys, if you have a day like I have and you have to rip out everything, don't let that get you down, because it happens to all of us, to every one of us. It's like riding a horse and you're falling off. Just get back up and dust off and get going again. Now, if you feel like you're just spinning your wheels, then step back, take you a day, clear your head. That may be what my problem is. I've been burning the candle on both ends here lately, and I'm really needing to get some rest. But I really want to be sewing because I really want to get this quilt top done for the destash, because I'm not going to keep this quilt top. I am going to destash it. So someone else is going to get this beautiful quilt that we're making. I will probably make this pattern again, but in a different line of fabric, maybe a fall fabric with the pumpkins and things like that. But because this has some things on it that I don't do the Halloween stuff. You know, I'm just not the spooky ghoulish. I just don't. And I've mentioned that multiple times. And I don't fault anybody for liking Halloween. I know my sister, she loves Halloween. But she's a big Edgar Allan Poe, and she always does her Halloween in Edgar Allan Poe, in The Raven. But she also likes Halloween because of the colors. She loves those colors better. And me, I like the sparkly, Christmassy colors. I'm a sparkle girl for sure. I like sparkle. And yes, you know, I like animal print, and I'm wondering if my daughter and her fiance's dad went with them, so I'm glad I didn't go. Not that I wouldn't have gone if he went, but I mean, I'm just glad that I didn't go because, you know, there's somebody else there with them. But I would have loved to have gone to the circus to see my grandbaby's reaction. He got him a light-up sword, and he was having him some type of fruit drink out of his daddy's cup, and he's going to be wired for sound tonight. Better them than me. Better them than me. Because I know as soon as I get this done and I get you guys edited, I may not even upload it tonight, but I may have to do like I did Saturday's video, which is today. My sister called me at 7 in the morning. I didn't even realize what time it was because I didn't go to bed until after 1. Because I was trying to get the video edited, get it uploaded. Well, so I didn't upload it. I got it edited. And she called and I was like, oh, goodness, what time is it? I've got to get a video uploaded. And she told me it was a little after 7. And for some reason this morning, uploading worked fabulous. Probably because my husband wasn't here and he wasn't on a video game. because when he's here, I have to compete with him for the router, and he plays them interactive computer games, and those take up a lot of download speed. So y'all, right now it looks like today all I'm doing is the components of the rose. I'm not actually getting the rose done, but I will, even if I don't get it done here on the video, I will get the pumpkins assembled before next Sunday when we come together on this. I figure why not go in and take the rest of November to finish this, even though I should have had it done in October for Halloween. But this will be ready on my D-stash. So if anyone is interested in it, I will calculate the price up for it. It will definitely be what the box costs, for sure. Because this is an exclusive, I believe it's an exclusive Fat Quarter Shop. It doesn't say it's exclusive, but I'm sure it is. It is Fat Quarter Shop. It doesn't say exclusive, but I'm pretty certain it is an exclusive pattern for Fat Quarter Shop. Okay, this one goes. I had to think of what direction it's going on here. So we know it's going to be $47 because that is what I pay for my box, because I do have it shipped UPS. And then I think the only thing I had to include, well, I had to do background and I had to do the black and white for the cat. So it's going to be at least $47. It's going to be more than that actually, but it's at least $47. But I will have to calculate a price for it. Like I said, I'm hoping to have it done before the D-stash. So that means I've got to get to work. I have several quilt tops that will go. So if you're interested in a quilt top, like I said, some of them will come with backing. Not all of, probably one or two will come with backing. Some may come with binding fabric. But they will, I'll have it priced out reasonable. I mean, it's going to be very reasonable. It's not going to be like this one here. I have a quilt top and it's going to be $100. Probably not going to be that much. Because what I put into it is not that much. Now on this one, of course, I may have to charge for a packet of needles because of all the pins I've had to do. Okay, so that's the center row. Now the bottom row, that's going to be this one here. I have to think about this here. It's got to be this, and then these turn up. So now I have, wait, did I do all of those? I did do all of those. So I should only have 7 left. I have 7 left. Okay. So now this is the third row, the first 2 pieces. I had to go on and take out my 7 pieces, because I know I'm only going to have 7. I'm only going to have 7 blocks or 7 pumpkins, so I don't want to overdo, which it probably wouldn't. Well, yeah, it would. It would hurt. And the white is the one that goes up to the bottom of that square. So tonight we're just doing components of the pumpkins because I am almost at an hour already. So that means I am going to have to wrap up pretty quick, but I hope to have all of my, when I say my elements of the rose, it's like if I can do 2 pieces together, then I do the 2 pieces together. I hope to have the rose, I'm hoping to be able to get all the rose done before my time runs out. And if you're new and wondering why I'm saying my time is running out, I have issues with editing. If I have a video that's over an hour long, it won't export. So I have to be very careful with my time. That there is a sweet spot in there, and it's a little bit over an hour, so I like to give myself a little bit of extra time when I close out my videos, because it may take it to an hour and 20 minutes, and that's my sweet spot. Okay, this right here is my bottom row. I'm going to sit that there. These go to my center row. And what I'll do is I'll have one of these, a center block, and then one more of these. So this is my center row. Now, I'm not pressing any of this until I get my rows completed. I want to make sure to get all of my rows done first, and then I'll probably have to press, well, I will press outside of time. So here we've got the row, and I know this one here is a top row, and we're putting on another top row, which is going to be these, and I just turn them up so I can just start sewing these together. Some of these are top row, some of these are bottom row. I should have enough to do top and bottom row. Which would be 14. So what I do when I lay it on my table, I just open it up. Oh, I'm putting some of the same fabrics together, and it's just going to have to go that way. I have a kitty cat at the door telling me it's getting late. And I know it. Well, this actually should be all, I'm pretty certain this is all of this fabric here, this direction. So hopefully tonight is the night of the rows, and we get all of the rows completed. It is not a race. Remember that. This whole row here is going to be nothing but pumpkins, but that's okay. We'll take that. We'll take all pumpkins. And yeah, I'm already missing my little grandbaby girl. She was here last weekend, and I'm telling you, I'm missing her already. I know my husband is because he asks me every day, you heard from her? And I'm like, no, I hadn't heard from her. He says her name. He doesn't say, have you heard from her? I just don't put their name out on YouTube. But that little girl, I am missing her something fierce. Her Shooks, which is her other grandmother, sent me a video of her. They went somewhere and apparently there was music on the outside of the stores, and boy was she cutting it up. She was just a dancing up a storm. Okay, so this here, yep, it goes that way. Got the white. So I want to do a different color. So here is where we add our center square to the middle row. And I will need to come back and add the other side to the middle row. But the middle row is the only one that will need to have another piece added before it's finished. Now there should only be 7 of these. And my foot pedal's trying to run away from me. I kicked it. It's not running away from me. I accidentally kicked it under my table. Super focused right now, guys, trying to get this done. Okay, this is the last center square for that center row. I will have to do the other 2 side pieces to this, but now on to the bottom row. This is the bottom row right here. I will have to figure out how I have this laid out. Okay, so bottom. So we need to get this piece here on the bottom, which is this piece, guys. I'm not showing y'all what I'm doing, and I know I'm doing wrong. I apologize. I'm doing wrong. Because I am now over that hour mark, and I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to put a lot into it and not have a video to give you guys. Because it doesn't matter how much I cut it down, it still will not upload if it starts out too big. What we may have to do is just end the video here with me assembling these rows, and then when you guys see the updates on Monday night, you'll see what I was able to get done. Normally when I am editing a video, I finish up things that were unfinished. You know, when I was recording the video. So I could easily finish these, put them together while I'm editing the video and exporting it. But we're going to try to get as much done as we can. So guys, I know I'm running on here about running out of time, messing up, the whole 9. We all do it. We know it happens. But we just have to jump up, dust ourselves off, and get going again. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. This is very likely a short video, because the majority of it is me ripping out and pressing and all the craziness of when you mess up things. So here is my last bottom row, fully assembled. So what I am going to do is going to separate these. And when I get to that center, when I'm going to keep those, and we're going to try to squeeze in getting all of those assembled as well. Okay, these are all my bottom rows. They're laid over to the side here. These are my center rows. These are the ones I want to go on and complete. There should only be 7 of them. Okay, so we're keeping those up here. See if I can do this where I can keep them all straight. These are my top rows. I have all of my top rows completed. I will need to press them. And actually, it doesn't matter if they're top or bottom when I press them, because they will all still go on there the same way. So now what I'm doing, I'm going to try to do it, guys. I'm going to try to squeeze this in. This way we can see all the rows 100% assembled. And I'm sure quite a few of you have already gotten all of yours done. This in here, since this does not have a seam that it has to nest to, that is really good, because that way we can just be grabbing a piece here and lining up and sewing. We don't have to worry about nesting a seam. We just have to worry about making sure the edge of the fabric is lined up. And I'm not even seeing what fabrics I'm putting next to this. We will see when we get it all put together what it looks like. And I think this is, you know, meant to look a little scrappy, because it's fun. But when you see this in the Monday night updates, it is very likely all of the pumpkins will be assembled. And if not all of them, most of them, you know, everything will be pressed, at least for sure. So, friends, I'm going to start closing out here because I'm getting close to that time. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you've gotten some inspiration. Don't let it get you down if you have a bad sewing day. If you think you can push through it, push through it. But if not, just step back, give it a day, come back at it at a later date. It's nothing wrong with that. Okay. It looks like I've run out of, and I still got 2 more. Lordy help me. Please don't tell me I need to do more of these things. My goodness. If I have to make more of these, I'm going to be so upset. But what I'm going to do is try to put together what I got. And we'll see if we need to make more. Maybe I made too many of the others, but I'm sure I'm going to have to make. I'm shy 2 of the units. But if that's the case, that means I didn't make enough of the squares for the ends. So we're just going to go with what we got. I'm going to press it all out. We're going to start making pumpkin blocks. I'll be doing that behind the scenes. So, friends, thank you for joining me. I do appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your busy day to see what I have going on here. I'm just going to plead my case, help a girl out, watch the video from the beginning to the end. I know we're at the end, but with all my videos do that, you guys are going to help me get a new AC put in if you do that. And we're going to have 80-degree days this next week. So, yeah, my AC's got to be fixed. Because I can't do an 80-degree day in this Louisiana heat. It may say 80, but it's going to feel like 100. No, it won't. It won't feel like 100. It'll feel like 95 probably. But I appreciate each and every one of you taking time and just seeing what I have. But before you roll out, give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.